Hello, this is Steve, and I'm reading from Om Yoga Magazine. The Tree of Life, how a simple tree pose can teach us so much if we approach it with the 4 C's: compassion, creativity, consistency, and commitment. It's easy to limit yoga asana or poses to just the physical aspect of what is a complete body, mind, and spirit practice. But asana leads us to a more conscious and less reactive way of living too. Asana is a powerful gateway to ahimsa, compassion. What better time to remind ourselves of generosity than when we feel wobbly, impatient, weak, or tight, times when we are least likely to exhibit grace and awareness in a pose. In our postures, as in life, it's easy to be considerate when everything is going well, but it becomes magnanimous when it blossoms amidst the rubble. Compassion for our own foibles lends itself to a similar compassion toward others. The immediacy of a posture reminds us to start right here, right now, with an attitude of creativity, compassion, consistency, and commitment. Think of these as the 4 C's. The physiology of our asana is the most tangible layer, kosha, of our self to access. Somatic, bodily sensations are straightforward messengers that unite us instantly with the opportunity to see what's really going on. I think balancing poses are particularly fantastic laboratories for our 4 C's. Take Vrikshasana, tree pose, as an example, where compassion acts as deep roots for our tree. Our tree grows out of our mountain, Tadasana, with both feet evenly standing on your mat, Samasthiti. Place your hands on your chest to find your even breathing, Samavriti. Feel free to add ujjayi textured sound to your breath here too. Shift all your weight onto your left foot and bring the bottom of your right foot to the inseam of your left thigh, calf, or even ankle. Flexibility will have something to do with where this right foot ends up for you. It's important not to feel that one expression of the pose is better than the other. We're all unique combinations of genes, strength, balance, and pliability. You yourself will be different depending on the day, what you've eaten, any injuries you're working through, how much sleep you did or didn't get. Over time, and through the seasons, our trees will assume variegated shapes and forms. Enjoy your laboratory. Get excited about wearing your own jeans, not frustrated by trying to fit into someone else's. Appreciate the experience of all 4 points of your left foot, rooting your tree into the soil. The big toe knuckle, pinky toe knuckle, inner and outer heels. Since this small but mighty left foot of yours is not a whole lot of real estate to stand on, what you build above it is essential to balance, both in terms of physiology and focus. Tone your standing leg, by feeling the outer hip hug toward the midline. Sense a little energetic dance, outer left leg towards bottom of right foot to inner thigh, calf, or ankle. Bring your hands into a prayer in front of your heart. Find ekagrata, or single-pointed focus, gazing at one point, either right out at the horizon, or if it's helpful for balance, down toward the ground. Our drishti, or concentration point, is our way of looking out while turning our awareness inward, our way of seeing the forest for the trees. Stay as long as you can on this first side, and then try the same configuration on side 2. Using Vrikshasana as our guide, we're going to embark on some playful compassion, creativity, consistency, and commitment. With each of these creative add-ons, find a healthy dose of compassion as gusts of winds inevitably challenge your commitment and most likely huff and puff and blow your tree down from time to time. From our basic formation above, number 1, try extending the branches of your tree to the sky. Shift your gaze up to your extended branches. Play with coming up onto your tippy toes of your standing foot as if you were wearing a very impractical high heel. Combine that with your gaze to the sky. Still standing? Try closing your eyes. Know that consistency will bring connections and a better understanding to your balance, body, brain, and botanical bravura. Plant your tree daily for the next 2 weeks and watch it grow. If we use our yoga for more than just a workout, it will educate us far beyond our muscles and bones. It will guide us toward ahimsa, compassion, aparigraha, non-greediness, and asteya, enough faith to believe that you can grow we can grow our own instead of stealing from others. Ahimsa literally translates as nonviolence. It also suggests that punishing ourselves with desires so far-fetched that they cue us up for feeling inadequate, inept, and less than is a form of violence too. For example, if what we want is to be 10 years younger, 6 inches taller, a PhD, or an Olympic gold medalist by next week, and all rainy days to be sunny, we are failing to embrace the thoughtful precepts of ahimsa. Aparigraha, non-greediness, means not clinging to anything that rings untrue. Conforming to traditions or expectations that are not our own prevent us from what Patanjali's Yoga Sutras call a life without undue burden, free to be who you are. It also means non-greediness in a more material or external way, not hoarding things that are not needed. Aparigraha reminds us that achieving elaborate poses or the trappings of conventional success will not necessarily bring us happiness and contentment. Asteya, non-stealing, is our ability to find fulfillment within that which comes to us by honest means. What is ours will find us in its own extraordinary way if we make room. We may never bounce on our tippy toes, our eyes closed, but we may just be able, one day, in the foreseeable future, to thank our challenges and adversaries for what we've learned about compassion. What is biohacking? 5 biohacking therapies to strengthen your immune system. In a world that rarely slows down, supporting immunity has become an essential part of long-term health rather than a reactive fix. Low energy, poor circulation, chronic stress, and disrupted sleep can all quietly undermine the body's defenses, often without obvious warning signs. Increasingly, people are looking beyond supplements alone and turning to biohacking, smart, evidence-informed interventions designed to help the body function more efficiently and stay resilient. Biohacking for immunity focuses on optimizing the systems that underpin immune health: circulation, lymphatic flow, cellular energy, nervous system balance, and detoxification. Rather than pushing the body harder, it supports recovery, efficiency, and long-term viability. Here are 5 biohacking therapies for immune system support that can help the body maintain resilience under stress and strain of everyday life. Body balancer treatment. The lymphatic system plays a crucial role in immune function, transporting immune system, removing waste and toxin, and maintaining fluid balance. When lymph flow is compromised, immune efficiency can decline. Body balancer therapy stimulates lymphatic circulation, increasing lymph flow velocity by up to 20% in a single session. Improved lymph movement enhances immune cell circulation, helping the body respond more effectively to potential threats. By clearing excess fluid and metabolic waste, the treatment supports faster immune responses and reduces chronic inflammation. Research has shown that lymphatic stimulation can reduce inflammatory markers by 15 to 20%, allowing the immune system to focus its resources where they are needed most. Enhanced lymph flow also supports detoxification, improving the body's ability to clear pathogens, bacteria, and toxins. Full body infrared treatment. Full infrared therapy delivers gentle, penetrating heat that enhances microcirculation and reduces oxidative stress, creating an optimal environment for mitochondrial energy production. By supporting healthier cellular function, FIR therapy promotes vitality, resilience, and the body's natural repair processes. Far infrared heat may also encourage increased white blood cell activity, strengthening the body's capacity to respond to immune challenges, improves circulation, and allows immune cells, oxygen, and nutrients to reach tissues more efficiently. In addition, FIR therapy supports detoxification and lymphatic fluid clearance, easing immune burden and allowing the immune system to operate more effectively. Its calming heat response helps reduce stress hormones while stimulating endorphin release, supporting both immune and nervous system health. Hydrogen inhalation therapy. Hydrogen inhalation offers potent, selective antioxidant support by neutralizing the most harmful free radicals without suppressing beneficial cellular signaling. By reducing oxidative stress, hydrogen helps restore immune balance rather than overstimulating or dampening immune function. Hydrogen has also been shown to modulate inflammation by influencing key pathways and cytokines, supporting a more efficient and measured immune response. In addition, it supports respiratory health by reducing airway inflammation, with demonstrated benefits for chronic cough, long COVID, asthma, and COPD. Salt room therapy, or halotherapy. Halotherapy supports respiratory health by dispersing microscopic salt particles that thin mucus and help clear congestion, creating cleaner airway environments. Dry salt is naturally antimicrobial, helping reduce microbial load within the respiratory tract. Salt therapy also calms airway inflammation, easing immune strain, particularly those prone to sensitivities. The slow, mindful breathing encouraged in salt rooms supports nervous system regulation and oxygen exchange and overall vitality. Salt particles can also settle on the skin, supporting gentle exfoliation and helping balance the skin microbiome, an often overlooked component of immune health. The deeply relaxing environment encourages parasympathetic states essential for immune repair and resilience. PEMF therapy, pulsed electromagnetic field therapy. PEMF therapy supports immune activity by restoring healthy electrical potential across cell membranes, improving cellular communication and responsiveness. Proper membrane voltage is essential for immune cells to function effectively under stress. Pulsed electromagnetic fields influence how immune cells receive and transmit signals, helping to coordinate a more efficient defense response. Rather than simply suppressing inflammation, PEMF encourages the body's natural inflammation resolution process, supporting long-term resilience. PEMF therapy has also been shown to stimulate nitric oxide pathways, enhancing microvascular function and circulation. Its effects on brainwave activity promote deeper, more restorative sleep, during which immune regeneration occurs. By helping regulate autonomic balance, PEMF supports a calmer nervous system, a key factor in maintaining strong immune function. Yoga and swimming. Time to dip your toes into the water, both in the pool and on the mat. There's something about summer that makes us want to move differently. Indoor gym sessions suddenly feel less appealing when the sun is shining. Instead, we're drawn to movement that feels lighter, freer, and a little bit more joyful. Enter the ultimate warm weather wellness pairing, swimming and yoga. Nothing beats a swim in the summer, from paddling pools in the garden to wild adventures in the sea for the brave and hardy. It's a great way to cool down, feel alive, and stay fit. Be sure you are ready for the challenge with a little stretch time on the yoga mat. At first glance, the two don't seem especially connected. One happens in water, the other on a mat. One gets your heart racing, the other slows everything down. But put together, they're surprisingly perfect partners, especially in the summer months. Swimming is one of those rare workouts that feels both energizing and calming at the same time. Whether you're gliding through an outdoor pool, diving into the sea, or squeezing in a few lengths before work, water has a way of instantly cooling the body and clearing the mind. It's also a full-body workout without the pounding impact of running or HIIT classes in the gym. Your shoulders, core, back, and legs all get stronger while your joints get a break. The catch? Swimming can leave the body tight in very specific places. Shoulders creep toward the ears, hips stiffen, and necks start complaining after one too many enthusiastic front crawl sessions. Here's where yoga quietly works its magic. A good yoga flow can undo everything swimming tightens. Gentle twists release the spine, hip openers create more freedom in your kick, and chest opening poses help counteract all that forward motion in the water. Even 10 minutes of stretching after a swim can make your body feel noticeably looser and lighter. And then there's the breath. Both yoga and swimming revolve around learning how to breathe well. In swimming, your breath becomes rhythmic and controlled. In yoga, it becomes deeper and more conscious. The more comfortable you are with steady breathing on the mat, the more you often feel in the water too. So you're not fighting for breath halfway through a length. You're moving with it. In the summertime, it's the perfect combination. There's also something wonderfully nostalgic about it. Morning swims followed by a few stretches in the sunshine, bare feet on the grass after a dip in the sea, that delicious post-swim tiredness softened by a slow savasana. It taps into the kind of summer we all want more of, less frantic, more connected. You don't need to be an athlete to enjoy the benefits either. A gentle yoga class and a relaxed swim can be just as transformative as an intense training schedule. The beauty of both is they meet you where you are. So this summer, instead of pushing harder, try pairing movement with mindfulness. Roll out your mat after your next swim and notice how naturally the two fit together. Your shoulders, your nervous system, and probably your mood will thank you for it. Wellness Weekends by the Sea. Enjoy a yoga and swimming break at Fistral Beach Hotel and Spa for a blissful escape in Cornwall. Set beside the Atlantic Ocean in Newquay, the adults-only Fistral Beach Hotel and Spa offers a kind of escape that instantly changes your pace. 2-night yoga and swimming break is designed to rejuvenate body and soul, offering a harmonious blend of yoga sessions, wild swimming, spa time, and delicious dining. Available 9 through 11 October 2026. It is your opportunity to swap busy days for the sea air and open skies and let your practice meet the natural rhythm of the coast. Start each morning with breakfast in Dune Restaurant, watching the waves roll in over Fistral Beach. Over the course of the day, join various classes to energize, soften, and restore across the weekend. At Yin Yang Yoga, you'll be guided into a slow, grounding sequence that encourages you to sink deeply into the support beneath you. Gentle mobility exercises and spacious restorative stretches help unravel tightness in the hips and lower body, creating a sense of release and renewed fluidity. The class invites you to reconnect with your inner rhythm, offering a chance to soften, reset, and welcome in a feeling of openness and ease. A Vinyasa yoga session uses intentional breath work and soothing heart-opening shapes to reduce stress and release tension from the neck and shoulders. In the evening, candlelight restorative yoga explores healing and stillness with supported postures and breath work to calm the nervous system and encourage deeper rest. Drew Yoga completes the break with a calm, uplifting practice that blends gentle movement and mindful breath work, leaving you clear, grounded, and ready for the week ahead. For an exhilarating moment during the weekend, join a wild swimming session on Fistral Beach with coaching and support, learn cold water swimming tips, water safety, and build your confidence within the waves. Enjoy the post-swim glow as you head back to the hotel for a warming hot chocolate. Between sessions, time is yours to bask in the warm Fistral Spa. Take a dip in the Vitality Pool, relax in the hot tub, and let the heat work its magic in the sauna and steam room. With the coast paths on the doorstep, head outside for a stroll, watch the waves roll in, and feel your shoulders droop with every breath of salt air. In the evenings, settle in for a 3-course meal in Dune as the sun sets over the sea. A yoga and wild swimming break at Fistral Beach Hotel and Spa offers a quietly restorative escape, ideal for solo travelers or friends who want a feel-good coastal reset. Make the most of the gentle movement, rest, fresh air, and genuine downtime without needing to think about anything other than the next breath and the next wave, and leave feeling lighter in body, quieter in mind, and fully refreshed. A riverside retreat. Budak Veen Hotel and Spa, the perfect yoga and swim weekend getaway. Nestled within a tranquil 65-acre estate beside the Helford River in Cornwall, Budak Veen Hotel and Spa is a destination made for a slower kind of weekend, one that feels genuinely restorative. 2-night dip, drift, and unwind break on September 11th through 13th brings together guided yoga sessions, a wild swim, and hours to spend in the natural health spa, all in a countryside setting where birdsong is the soundtrack and the pace is intentionally unhurried. This break is designed around balance, offering a weekend made to feel calm and quietly uplifting. Arrive on Friday afternoon, settle into your room, and take time to explore. Perhaps enjoy a quiet hour in the spa, a slow walk through the acres of subtropical gardens, or venture slightly further to pick up the winding southwest coast path. Early evening brings a boat cruise along the beautiful Hereford River, departing from the hotel's private foreshore. Look out for the wildlife that call this stunning part of Cornwall home as you glide past hidden creeks, then return for a delicious dinner at the hotel, setting the tone for a peaceful weekend. After a leisurely breakfast on Saturday, take part in yoga flow sessions to begin the day, working through poses in sequence in synchronization with the breath. Later, unwind with yoga and guided meditation, ideal for letting your mind quiet and your body relax. In between sessions, while time away in the natural health spa, swim in the indoor pool, unwind in the sauna, and sink into the outdoor hot tub, taking in scenic views of the surrounding gardens. For an extra layer of indulgence, add a pre-bookable Gaia spa treatment, whether you're seeking a glow-enhancing facial or a tension-easing massage. Later in the day, head to the foreshore for a gentle, safety-led wild swimming experience. Be immersed in the calm waters of Hilford River as the sun dances on the water, framed either side by an ancient woodland. The day closes with a campfire meditation, grounding breathwork and quiet reflection before another nourishing dinner. A gateway to Budak Veen offers more than beautiful scenery. It's a chance to reset. The dip, drift, and unwind break creates space to breathe deeply, move with intention, and be cocooned in nature in the heart of the Cornish countryside. When it's time to depart, return home feeling lighter, clearer, and fully recharged. 10 easy yoga poses for swimmers. 10 simple yoga poses to do anytime at home or by the water. Yoga is a great complementary activity for swimming, both before and after. In fact, regular yoga practice might just change your life. But if you just want a few moves to keep you supple for when you dip in and out of the water, then these postures will always stand you in good stead. Go easy if you have any known injuries or stiffness. Number 1, breath work. Stabilize your entire nervous system with a few minutes of focused breathing. The world's best free divers are big into slow, deep breathing to maintain calm in the water, so there's no excuse on this one. Number 2, cat-cow. A great way to start almost any yoga practice, moving from cat to cow, gently up your spine and get you ready for anything to come. A pretty sweet move any time of day. Number 3, knees to chest. Get on your back. Give your back a lovely massage before or after a swim with this simple anytime yoga move that's accessible for most and wonderfully soothing. Number 4, locust pose. This one looks like it was made for swimmers. Flip over onto your tummy to enjoy a beginner-friendly back bend that will help with strengthening the entire posterior chain. Number 5, Sphinx. Another great backbending move for swimmers, and one that helps relieve any back strain. Sphinx pose also opens the chest and stretches the abdominals. Number 6, Downward Dog. One of yoga's most iconic poses, and great for any walk of life, including swimming. Downward Dog is perfect for hamstring flexibility, opening up your chest and back, lengthening the spine, and engaging the shoulders. Number 7, Warrior 2. Power up your practice with Warrior 2, another iconic move that will build vital strength in your legs, hips, knees, and ankles ahead of your swim. Great for confidence too. Number 8, Butterfly. Another yoga asana that seems as though it was created for swimmers. Butterfly is a foundational posture that fosters relaxation, at the same time stretching the inner thighs and groin area. Number 9, Child's Pose. Surrender to serenity with this restorative pose that will gently keep you stretched out on the mat and have your whole being saying thank you very much. And number 10, Shavasana. No yoga practice is complete without Shavasana, a pure and blissful conclusion to any workout, whether on the mat or in the sea. Man on the Mat with Ravi Dixit. Parivrita Anjayanasana. Variation. Revolved low lunge variation with hands and namaskar. This asana combines a deep lunge with a spinal twist, symbolizing transformation and renewal. In yoga, twists are often associated with cleansing, both physically and mentally. This pose encourages us to release what no longer serves us, creating space for clarity and new energy. Benefits: stretches hip flexors and quadriceps, improves spinal mobility and flexibility, stimulates digestive organs, enhances balance and coordination, supports detoxification and circulation. Anatomy and active muscles. Hip flexors deeply stretched in the back leg. Glutes support stability in the front leg. Obliques activate and deepen the twist. Spinal erectors maintain length and alignment in the spine. Common mistakes: collapsing onto the front knee. The front knee often moves beyond the ankle, creating unnecessary strain. Keep the knee stacked directly above the ankle for proper alignment. Forcing the twist. Twisting too deeply without lengthening the spine can compress the lower back. Focus first on extending the spine, then gently deepen the twist. Dropping the back leg. If the back leg is not active, the pose becomes unstable. Keep the back leg engaged and strong to support the posture. Holding the breath. Twists can feel intense, making it easy to restrict breathing. Maintain slow, steady breaths to ease into the pose. Tips. Place your back knee on the mat if you need more support. Start without hands in Namaskar. Use a yoga block under your lower hand for stability if you need it. Keep your spine long before deepening the twist. Engage your core to help maintain balance. Focus. Twists invite us to look in a different direction, both literally and metaphorically. This pose encourages awareness of what we hold on to and what we can let go of. With steady breath and mindful movement, we create space for clarity and renewal. Avoid this pose if you have spinal injuries or severe knee issues. Yoga and ADHD. How yoga can lead to greater peace and focus. When I look at yoga teacher friends, it's surprising to discover how many of us are neurodivergent. We came to yoga long before we understood why we felt different. Our bodies knew before our minds that yoga was like coming home. It provided a respite from the pace and distractions of life, a quieting of the mind, and a deeper understanding of our feelings. Like many ADHDers, we'd been disappointed by superficial solutions, finding yoga offered a more reliable source of stability. Challenges faced by people with ADHD aren't just practical. Focus, procrastination, emotional reactivity, and impulsivity can be debilitating, but they also invite frequent misunderstanding and judgment. Years of trying to fit in or failing to meet expected standards often leads to shame, self-criticism, and despondency. There's a common belief that it's simply a matter of trying harder or finding the perfect strategy, but that overlooks what's happening at the biological level. The role of yoga for ADHD. With or without medication, a regulated nervous system is at the heart of managing ADHD. When the nervous system is in its optimal state, the mind is calmer, more focused, and better able to access thought processes needed to navigate day-to-day living, the exact same thought process that can be problematic for ADHDers. Yoga offers a wealth of practices that can support the nervous system. Mindful movement, breathwork, meditation, and introspection are useful tools for creating a foundation upon which effective behavioral change can happen. For both my work as an ADHD health coach and a yoga teacher, I've come to understand there isn't a lot of point in building strategies or relying on productivity apps, planners, or calendars until we've attended to the nervous system. This lays the foundation for practical solutions to practical problems. At the start of every session with clients, I bring in a grounding practice, a seated body scan to calm the mind and access deeper wisdom that lies within the individual. Over a number of sessions, we work together to find the tools that resonate so they can develop their own regular practice. Once this is established, and only then, is it time to move on to practical tools. This is Steve, and I've been reading from Om Yoga Magazine.